sooner than expected. And like I said, I was gonna do sage. It's like on this phone, does it move slow? It's like slow motion. So I just had my meeting, went well. Excited about that. Are you guys ready? We're going to do some energy clearing. I'm going to use this. It's a candle lighter, right? How you do this? Oh, have you guys ever used one of these? It's a halo lighter. It's for candles. And so you press the button on the back and you slide this up and look. So, like I said, I'm dealing with some energy right now that we're gonna cleanse. Got some sage. I know there's like different kinds of sage, and people recommend like not getting the white sage because apparently it's like not growing, blah blah blah. I don't know. Do what you gonna do. I'm gonna get what I'm gonna get, and this is what was at the stove. And I knew that I needed to clean my energy up. So, especially when you're in spaces that aren't your own, right? It's different because when I'm at home, like in Michigan, I basically live almost by myself, right? Like the whole upstairs, nobody goes upstairs besides me. My room, all me. And then my brother lives in the basement. He has the basement, whatever he does, wherever. But I don't know, like it's just easier to maintain your energy when you are by yourself. But right now I'm visiting family, and so I don't even sleep by myself right now for these 2 weeks. So you just gotta do some maintenance, self-maintenance. And this is how I do self-maintenance. Hey, Mr. Lord, are you from Venice, Italy? That's so nice. I was on live and I got off, and when I got off, I had a meeting with a woman who is from Italy, actually. She lives in California, but you know, yes, sage. We're gonna sage. And I don't have a lighter, so we're gonna use this candle lighter and see how well it does in here. But let's get started. So yeah, like I was saying, I just feel that I need to. Ooh, guys, can you see this? This is like a little challenging to me right now. Is it still lit? Ooh, it just smells like it's burning. An electric lighter. Okay, we have a flame. We have a flame. Houston, we have a flame. Okay, I just like it to burn a little bit more evenly, so I'm gonna put some right here. Light a flame, light a fire up in here. Okay, good. DSL on her. This is Christopher. What's DSL? Hey, Christina. Let me sage you guys too. Lainey, what's up? Shout out Lainey. This is sage. And I like to make sure I move the carpet. There was a rug that I was standing on. There's a smoke detector right there. I just don't want it to like start acting crazy because the window is open, so is the back door. Whew. But let's do this inside this house too. Y'all, we need to get this energy together. Wait. Come along, we're gonna go outside. Yeah, we smoking already. Sage. Let's just clean. Even from the front door, I like to say, God, please cleanse the energy of any being who enters into this space. Oh my God. You know what's crazy to me? Oh God, please cleanse this space of any stale or stagnant energy. Yeah. The door's open. Let's go outside. This is on, I would say this is on fire, but what is funny, so when I light sage, I like it to burn until, it's done. And when the smoke is like so much, I just know that there is so much energy that needs to be, oh God, oh God. It just says something is being said. Oh, your name is Sage? What's up, Sage? No, it's just heavy energy. The energy has been thick, especially when people are going through things emotionally and in terms of their health. They hold a lot of energy. And so I just needed to, oh God, get it out of me. Get it out of me. Don't put it over here. OMG. You see yourselves? Did you guys see that? Okay, I want to put it out because it's smoking like crazy, but I don't want to put it out at the same time. It's like I don't want to alarm people because there's smoke over here, but like, guys, sometimes you need the smoke. How did I have this before? Okay, here we go. Pray to Jesus. Oh, I pray. I muted. My bad. Thank you so much for saying that. No, okay, so I was saying while I sage, I usually say, God, Spirit, please cleanse all of the stale or stagnant energy that is no longer serving me. Allow it to move away in peace and in love, making way for everything that is serving me. Ooh, God, please clear the path. Make a way. 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 I'm glad I did this in the house, though. That needed to be in there. It's so interesting. So, why do people feel like sage is an abomination to the Lord? Who's the Lord? Ooh, shit. My eyes. All that sage is healing. You're pretty cool, Lord Kevin. Thank you. Witchcraft. Everything is witchcraft. It's like, even think about spelling, right? Like, why they call it spelling. You're creating spells with your words. Like, what isn't? Oh, thank you, Mr. UFO, for liking and subscribing. Thanks for liking and subscribing. You only need Jesus. Whew. Interesting. Jesus is a cool dude. Oh, that's all I gotta say about Jesus. It's my first time watching. I'm from Taiwan and I'm studying abroad. Oh, period, Danelle. Right. Do you burn lavender or other herbs? I have a lavender scented spray. We got it at the same place we got this sage. And it's nice. I put lavender in my hair products. If you guys know me from my hair stuff, so if you follow my TikTok, all I do is use like natural things in my hair. So I don't have very many products I would recommend from the store for you, but I just make like hair masks and different things like that for me. Make sure you like and subscribe. Josh says, you know that smoke will not protect you, right? So Jesus is the only way to be saved from our sins. His blood alone is able to cleanse us. So me personally, I don't prescribe to the notion of being born a sinner. I don't call myself a sinner. Like, please cleanse me from that. No, like, I was born in love. My savior loves me. I don't need a savior. I'm not in any place where I need to be saved, you know? So that's me. Thanks for your prayer, Gabby. Hi, can you give me a shadow? What's that smoking? It's sage, Renee. It's sage. Being herself in our house. Saging. Can you shout out my friend? Shout out your friend. You're so pretty. Thank you, Christina. Hey, from Clemson, South Carolina. What's up, South Carolina? Hey, Timothy. Hey, Harithica. My name is Mike Hutt. Hey, SRT, what's up? It's 2 a.m. there. It's 3 p.m. right now. 3:03. Okay. It's almost gone. Let me just set it here and let it do the rest by itself because it's getting in my eyes. Love you for the shout out. Yeah, you freaking tricked me. Desserts. I do like sweet breads. Kind of something sweet and bready. Christina says, I love you. I love you too. My energy heavy on you, says Tata. Is it? Nobody's energy's on me, honey. I'm clear. I had to let that go. And I do feel lighter too. Like, ooh. I just knew. I knew when I woke up today that, honey, I needed to be outside. I needed to sage. Like, I needed to sage. And it's so funny because when we went to the store, I'm at my stepmom's house right now. And when we went to the store, we just happened to go to this place. Nothing happens by coincidence. It's always like by God. It's so divine how things happen. But we went to the store, and when we walked in, we were looking around, but I already had my eyes set thinking about sage. And we got in there, and I picked up the sage, and she was like, what do we need that for? And I was like, oh, honey, we need to clean the energy. Like, we got to clean some stuff up because things are heavy. Good evening. How are you from Brazil? What's up, Brazil? Joselima, maybe? You're so pretty. Says Rain. Thank you, Rain. SRT says thirsty chat. Zoom. Oops. Check. He's happy for the shout out. Best dinner meal of all time. Oh my gosh, I had these jackfruit crab cakes. Is that what it's called? These, you know, it's like a crab cake, but it's made with jackfruit. It was amazing. It was from this restaurant called Craig's. It's in like West Hollywood. I want to go back. I'm actually probably going to take myself on a date. I have this cute dress I want to wear. So I'm going to take myself on a date, and I'm going to go to that restaurant, and I'm going to sit. I'm going to make a reservation. I'm going to eat. I'm going to eat. You know, one thing I love to do is eat. Dafa says hi. Vinod says hi from India. How are you? I'm blessed. Mr. Taylor says consistency. You know what I mean? Look on Google. Show me an image of your favorite dinner. Thank you for subscribing, Natalie. Some from Indonesia. Anna says sending you good vibes from Poland. Sending them right back to you. Thank you for subscribing. Jalen Davis, how do you do? I'm blessed. I'm blessed. How are you? No, I'm not married. This is my left hand. This is where my ring would be. Vishnu. Do you do skin care once or twice daily? Twice. I'm being serious, twice. You know, the best skincare is diet. Oh my gosh, is diet. Like, one thing about while I've been here, not here in this house specifically, but since I have been in California, my diet has definitely improved, because I don't know, I almost feel more encouraged to eat better, and there's more options of the stuff that I like. And I'm plant-based, right? But I would be eating stuff like cheese. Oh my gosh, I had been even that fake cheese. I don't eat fake meat, like Impossible Burgers. I had already been stopped doing that. But no, like, and sometimes I would do regular cheese. But when I do, I immediately see a reaction in my body. Today in my gratitude journal, I was writing about the things I'm grateful for, which I do every day. And one thing I said is that I'm grateful for my body because she communicates with me, right? So immediately when I eat something, my body tells me whether it was good for me or not, right? In the way that my stomach feels and my energy, right? Like, people will be eating and they'll be like, oh, after I eat, I get slumped. Like, that food is not good for you. Your food should be giving you energy. That's the reason you eat, is to get energy. That can be processed by the powerhouse of the cell, right? The mitochondria that produces ATP, adenine triphosphate, which gives you energy, right? So yeah, diet cheese isn't good, you know what I'm saying? Hola, señorita, says Ivan. Thank you for liking, Natalia. Yes. Less, a lot. Wait, that's good. Okay. Watermelon and grub worms. Okay, facts. It should give you energy. It really should. Hi, my name is Ava. Hi, Ava. God bless you. 26 Lord, 86 Victory Lord. Okay, awesome. Dean says you're awesome. Yes. Huh? Oh, I had to use sage. That was what the smoke was. Yeah, I took it outside though. So the door is open. I'm letting it out. Listen. Your organism is the best way to your health. Literally, like, your body tells you so much. Hey, Abigail. Hey, Dean. Hey, Ahmed. What is on my head? This is a head wrap. It's a satin scarf. Fruit and chicken box. That's all I need. Well, yeah, if your body feels good from that. Bojang says, hey, yo, what's going on? We're just cleansing our energy. That's what I did at the beginning of this live. Y'all saw the sage is actually still burning. You see, like, this says something. This says something. You know, and it's interesting to me when I talk about, like, energy or different things like that with people and hear what other people say, because, oh, what was that? I didn't mean to hit you away. Is that a bee? I think it is a bee. Are you a bee? Anyways, what what I was trying to say before the bee distracted me. I actually have a bee belly button ring in right now. Um, thank you, beautiful woman. Girl, you put black in black bean. Okay. Being grateful is so important when you become successful. Being grateful is important no matter where you are. Like, if you don't start with gratitude, it's like that verse. Thank you, Grayson. Dragon Master. Do you like dog? Do I like dogs? I don't know. I mean, they're cool. I don't have one. Nothing gonna sting you. Bees don't sting unless provoked. Hey, Demetrius. Hey. Amen. Can we see the belly ring? I can't right now. I'm wearing a dress. Do you like dogs? Dogs are cool. I don't have any problems with them. Hey, Austin. Oh my God. So, anyways, what I was talking about with energy is that I believe we are all like the sun, right? You know how when you stand in the sun, you can feel the energy of the sun, no matter how far, millions, trillions, blah blah blah, whatever, how far. Hey, Dallas, Texas in the house, Fast Black. So no matter how far away the sun is, you still can feel the sun's energy, right? And we are like the sun. We have energy centers within ourselves, and we emit like a frequency. We can be felt, right? Even blind people can see people because you feel their energy, right? So when it's like trying to digest. Let's bring all the words together, Lord. Let's speak. So even like when I'm cleansing my energy, right? Like when we go around throughout the day or the week, we meet with different people, our energies interact, right? Like we are interacting. Even right now, like we are interacting, our energies are being shared. And sometimes we have a tendency, especially empathic people, have a tendency to pick up the energy of other people as you go along. And so even when I sage, sometimes I used to say, like, remove any burdens that are not mine to carry. Remove any burdens that are not mine to carry, because you start going around hearing people's problems. You know, when people be giving you their problems, like, hey, this went wrong and this, you know, because you have a good listening ear, it's like, it's good to be able to hear and help and then separate and cleanse. Like, okay, all of that was not meant for me. Thank you. I'm moving on. And it really does feel lighter. Like, energy from the moon is my favorite. I love the moon. I love the nights. I'm a creature of the night. So I love the moon. The moon is very healing. In my bed at home, when the moon, especially when the moon is getting more full, the light of the moon like seeps in through my window. So usually when it's about to be a full moon, I'll leave my window, my blinds like cracked open so that the light of the moon can wash over my body while I sleep. I love that. Some energy in my images. I'm not like the sun, I'll burn. That's fine. My favorite color is purple. Abigail, what's yours? You have really good skin, by the way. Thank you. I'm trying my best. Yeah, so yeah, I don't have that, Hannah. What is GAT? I don't know what that is, Razzle. The back. How's the cleansing work? I think I need to cleanse my energy too. You like my earrings? Thank you. My sister got me these earrings. Do me a reading. Say that. It's so funny. I don't know. Like, I think it's easy to read people in general, but it's not something I would always like to be doing, because in order to read someone, you have to go into their energy. So it depends on like how I'm feeling and how somebody else is feeling. So you would never want to get a reading from someone who is mentally, physically, or emotionally unwell, right? Because their energy is going to go into the reading. You're going to think they're talking about you, but really they're talking about themselves. So you just have to be cautious with that. But me, I don't know, like I have done a reading before. I've done readings for different people, but yeah, it's just Final Boss says hi. William Green, what's up? I love you, William. Thanks for joining. It says OFAX. You want a website made? Paras, I do. I actually need a website made. Why? Are you offering? What's the charge? What's the cost? I need a website made. Make sure you're liking the live, guys. What's up? Like the live. What are you guys up to today? I just was thinking, oh, you know, when I was on earlier and I was like, I had a revelation. So I actually ended up talking to this lady about it a little bit too, who I had the call about. Thank you for subscribing, Final Boss. Thank you. So, I'm so distracted. For sure I can make you one. We can get to it later. Okay, we'll see. We'll see what's up. So, what I was talking to this lady. Oh, 3131. Cool, thanks. Make sure you like the live, subscribe, guys, subscribe. Okay, let me be serious. Thank you, Alexander. What I was talking to her about is what I've come to realize is that the more products someone has in their home, the less results they're getting. Let me break this down. So, for example, people who have a lot of like teeth whitening products probably don't have the whitest teeth. People who have so many supplements, you know, like you go into their kitchen and you see creatine, this, blah, 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 all of this. I feel like these people have this many products in their kitchen about their body, probably are not at their body goal. People have hella hair growth products. Hair is probably not growing. You know why? You know why? I'm telling you, and I've seen this in real life. Like, I remember when I used to use a lot of different products in my hair, and I also like to try a lot of different ones, so I'd buy a bunch of them. All of these products that you buy from the store are like filled with all of these chemicals, and the goal of most of these companies that sell you products, right, if it's a hair product, the goal is to keep you coming back. So the products in themselves contain things that will alter your hair so that you need that product. Not that the product is serving you, but so you can continue being a repeat customer. Like, think about all these whitening products. Like, I was looking in the bathroom, in my stepmom's bathroom, and like, there's all of these different, this super whitening mouthwash, this toothpaste, this is huge. I'm like, look, the products are not gonna save you ever, like ever. I believe the most healing source you can find is the earth. That is a bee. I knew it. I love bees. I love it. It's flying around the stage. It's cute. Come back, bee. I love nature. I love to be out here. But yeah, like when you really want healing and results, you need to look. That's why it's important to look for products that have the least amount of ingredients, or make the products yourself. You want to whiten your teeth, look at natural ways to do it. Like, if you want to grow your hair, look at natural ways to do it. There is so many resources that come straight from the earth that are going to be so much more beneficial to you than any store-bought product could ever. You know what I'm saying? Zoomed, I don't do that. And says, look, you ever go camping? I've never been camping. So I kind of do want to sweep up the sage that I put here. Now it's all over the ground. But yeah, guys. Woo, sweeping away the problems. Lord, get all of this out of here. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. Even, you know, before I went to South Africa, like, I was pretty slim. Oh, the sage is almost out. I was pretty slim. And then I went back home and I was eating. And when I came back, I wanted to lose weight. And so I started doing the most. I was doing the most. I mean, running, like, I was doing this run walk thing of 5 miles a day. It was crazy. It was so crazy. It was so crazy. It was so crazy. Let me tell you, I didn't end up losing as much weight as I would have thought. I mean, I didn't at all. But the only thing that helped was when I went back to focusing on my diet. What am I eating and how much am I eating? And I came to realize I had been eating like as a pastime, like from boredom. I would just eat, not because I'm hungry, not because my body is saying, oh, I need some kind of nutrients, just because I was bored. Nothing to do, what's to eat? Nothing to do, what's to eat, you know? So that was crazy. You're stop doing that. Seriously. Anyway. Okay, smoked out. Are you done yet, Sage? Please. It's not done yet. I need to sit down. What do I use for shampoo? Recently I started using this like a coconut bar, and it's like a bar soap that you can also use to wash your body. And it makes me think, because for my body I like to use this soap I get from Trader Joe's, and it's just like it's coconut, it's like a oat and honey bar. And I would use that on my skin. And then it was my friend Taj who told me to like use that on my hair, and I'm like, no way. Like, why did I never think that I could use the same soap on my body as in my hair? Like, I don't know why I didn't think I could do that, but you know. And what do you recommend to use apart from chemicals? I recommend, it depends on what you're going for. So what do you recommend to use for what? Like, for teeth whitening, for example, I would not use fluoride products and just use like coconut oil or any oil. Honestly, I think you can use olive oil as well. I've never tried teeth whitening with olive oil, but I use coconut oil and works wonders. In terms of hair growth, I use rosemary. Rosemary is so, like, rosemary would change your life. When it comes to hair growth, rosemary and clove. Clove has the same active ingredient that's in metrodoms. That prescription hair growth drug that starts with an M. I'm forgetting what it's called right now, but clove has the same active ingredient. It's called eugenol. And that's the active ingredient that's in clove. So it even initiates new growth, like in places where you haven't had growth. It stimulates the roots. Then also head massages. Massage your head. When you do that, you're creating heat, and when you create heat, more blood flows to that area. When more blood flows to that area, more nutrients flow to that area, hence more growth, right? So it depends what you're going for, Alexander, but there are so many non-chemical things to do to get the results you desire. All right, Paraz, have a blessed day. Hi, it's me, Sage. Hey, Sage. Bar shampoos are awesome. I didn't think of that. Right, Amanda? Yeah, you gotta try. Like, I think the product industry right now has made us think so much that we have to depend on these products, like that we need them. It also makes me think about like the healthcare industry and how it makes you think you need somebody to tell you what's going on in your body. Like, I would not use, like, if you're talking about cooking oil, I use avocado oil to cook and olive oil to cook, but I don't know what kind of cooking oil you're talking about. Vegetable oil for teeth whitening, I would not do that. You know what I'm saying? Um, thank you. Cloves are great. Cloves are great. Drink more water, absolutely. But one thing that I think of in the healthcare industry that really is like a thing is how the healthcare industry has made it seem that women women don't know how to give birth to children. Like, a woman can get pregnant and everything, but when it comes to giving birth to the child, it's like traditional medicine has made it seem like a woman is incapable of doing that on her own and needs the assistance of some doctor who can tell her how to do it and how it should be done. But it's very disempowering for women and for people in general. But I mean, I'm talking about specifically about childbirth here, is like, even like the things when they try to convince people they should get a C-section, it's like, you really just got to know that above all, you are your best doctor. Nobody knows you like you. The way your body speaks to you, we can't hear that in the same way you can. So as much as medicine is good, you really got to know that you are your best medicine, really. You need hair, girl. Black women taking my white blonde culture. How dare they? You got kids? I don't. I do not have children. I do not have children. I don't have children, not me. I just know about this because so many people around me have children. So many women in my life. I have so many kids. I have kids through the people who have kids around me. You know what I'm saying? But also I worked in the hospitals. Like, I worked in the medical and business industry. I'm a biologist by profession, like by education anyway. So I spent a lot of time in the hospital, in children's hospital and in adult hospitals, and it's just so interesting, like the dynamic that's created there. And it just, in especially adult hospitals, it just feels so disempowering to the patients. Like, when I go in there and just watch the patients talking about like what's going on, and they really just feel so out of control, you know? I don't know. Snickers. So you would not give birth at a, not that I wouldn't give birth at a hospital. I don't think it's bad to give birth at a hospital. Personally, that's not my goal. I would definitely pray that I do not have children in hospitals. But if it is in a hospital, just to be in an environment where they allow you to, I watched this lady who, I'm pretty sure she works in labor and delivery, and she said one thing to ask them when you go in for labor and delivery is to say you want to labor down, which means you want your body to naturally progress through the labor and not have so many interferences from medicine. Hey, it's your birthday, says Keith. Happy birthday, Keith. Happy birthday. Hey, skincare girly. How can you shout out? I subbed. My name is Paisley. Hey, shout out to Paisley. Thank you for subscribing. I'm gonna sleep, but nice chatting this chat. Thank you for spreading good energy, your beautiful soul. Thank you, Amanda. Have a blessed and beautiful evening. Truth Hunter, I do not do that. I don't do that. I don't do that. Yeah, guys. So, what am I gonna have to eat today? What will I have to eat? I wanna go grocery shopping. I really want to go to Erewhon. Do you guys know Erewhon? I love that store. Thank you, Naya. These, I got these for my birthday. My sister got them for me. Mantra by Jenny. Sage, are you done yet? Are you done? It's not done yet. The sage is not done yet. Can I leave it? I want to leave it. Mwah, love. Much love, says Kevin. We're going to come back to it. I'm just going to leave it. It's sitting on that little thing. You see it? So it's fine. Oh, my alarm is going off. I wonder how long ago it started going off. Yeah, it's heavy in here. All right. So what I am considering right now is that I need to get my laundry. I don't know that. Beep beep, I don't know that. Treat yourself to pizza. Not pizza. Pizza's so not good for me. Hey Mike. And speaking of food that responds to me, yesterday I was just craving eating something a little bit junk, and I ate pizza, and my body definitely told me. As soon as I ate it, it was like, girl, why did you do this? So, not doing that again today for sure. For flipping sure. When was that? November 3rd? From November 3? November 3. So effing... What's up, guys? What's up, guys? What's up, guys? Hey, Ruben. Ruben the Cuban. That reminds me of that, of 90 Day Fiance. Did you guys watch 90 Day Fiance? There was a couple on there, Ruben the Cuban. Hey, stand up. Or get up, stand up, and speak up. Near. It's 3:33. It's 3:33. 3:33. Hey, Samir. What's up? Amra Deep. What's up? Oh, God bless. God bless the world, baby. God bless the world. Hey, from Morocco. What's up, Morocco? I'm in California. The Samir. I said your name right, Samir. I'm from Zimbabwe in South Africa. I live in Michigan. Currently though, I am in California right now. Do you guys watch anime? No. Oh, I got really great news today, actually. My Zulu partly Ndebele more Zulu, which I mean Ndebele is like Zulu. They come from Zulu. And I'm also Sutu and Swati. Morocco is Northwest Africa. I know where Morocco is. Thanks, dear Samir, Bleach. Is it possible to be your best friend? Why not? Fitness is high. Inbox. Thanks for subscribing, Naya. Love that. Thanks for liking, guys. I'm watching from France. I adore you. Stay true to yourself. You're incredible. Oh, bonsoir or bonne nuit. Bonne nuit. Comment vas-tu? Fatumata. Beautiful eyes, sis Finesse. Thank you. There's something white right here, though. What's that? Hi, Emily. I'm coming to see you. Okay. Mr. Idris says, I'll teach French. You'll teach me French? I love that. I love French. I think it's a very attractive, I feel French is a very attractive language to me. Like, I'm like, oh, you speak French? Oh, all right. Recently, I'm in Canada. Yes, I agree. You what anime you watch? I don't really watch anime. I've watched maybe like one show that was like a couple years ago, just because I was hanging out with my friends and he watched anime and it was cool. Like, I feel like those Asian shows really they be up to something. I recently started watching an Asian TV show, and it's called The Alchemy of Souls, and it's on Netflix, and it is so interesting. Like, it is so interesting, I'm telling you. Same, right? You like French too, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, bonjour. And I thought it's so funny because everybody with like a French accent to me sounds the same. You know how when you speak English, you can all sound different, but it's so interesting because those French speaking men, I feel like, kind of sound the same. It's like interesting. I don't know how to describe what I'm saying, but I don't know. It just eats. It eats down. Okay. I don't even care if I don't understand all the words. I do. Je parle un petit français. Un petit. Just un petit. You know, I'm learning. But let me see what I can say to you. Que fais-tu? Que fais-tu aujourd'hui? You know, I got a little bit in there. Arcane, go hard. Where's that at, Tata? Am I on Instagram? I am. My name is the same as on here, 4CT. The lady is seriously lovely. Thank you. Have you heard of Indian song? Like, is it a song? An Indian song? I don't know. What did you ask Santa to bring you? I asked Santa to bring me a whole lot of money. Hey, Chrissy. I'm blessed. How are you? I'm blessed. How are you? So I'm going to put this back. The sage is still outside doing sagey stuff. Let me put the rug back. Oh my goodness. Bollywood song. Interesting. I've heard some before. Santa heard me. I know Santa did, because Santa bring me the cash. That's all I want. Bring me dollar bills, y'all. Dollar bills, y'all. That plant was cute. Which plant? That plant. That's a fake. But thanks. You look lovely with your hair wrapped. Are those natural eyelashes? Yeah, these are my lashes. I just put some mascara on. Thank you, Kaya. I love my earrings. You speak French very well. Bravo. Oh, thank you. I'm trying my best. You know, I love learning languages because it's important to me to be able to effectively communicate with other people. I think especially when I go into their culture, parce que je voudrais voyager à Paris à Marseille. So while I'm there, you know, I want to be able to speak to people in their language, you know? I think it's just a respect thing. And I think it also makes people just feel more comfortable when they're in environments, especially when they don't think you're going to speak their language, and then you start speaking their language. They're like, oh my gosh, you know, it just makes people feel a little bit more at ease. So I do my best. I do my best. I do my best. I should have wrote to something close for that money. Thanks for the follow, RM Deep. Yes, it's so cute. Thanks. Can talk later. All right. Happy Life. Hi, Happy Life. That's such a beautiful name too. Happy Life. What's my age? 27. I'm 27. I'm a grown 27, sexy 27, you know what I mean? 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? Go me. Go me. Seriously, you're 27? Yeah, I'm 27. That's how old I am. How old are you guys? How old are you guys? I was about to say, where's my music? Guess your age. I can't see you guys. You know that? Like, in your little picture, like, your picture is literally, like, smaller than my eyeball. Like, that's how small the picture is when I'm looking at it. So I can't see you. I look younger than 27. Thank you. 23 going on 24 in April. Oh, April when? When is your birthday, Jalen? How old are you, Naya? I'm going to sleep now. Good night, Fatimata. Bless you. Thanks for watching. Iqbal. You're pretty small. Thank you. Yeah, pretty girl, says Ronti. Thank you. Yeah. April 11th. April 11th, is that an Aries? I don't think it's Pisces, March, April, May. It must be Aries. I think you are an Aries. They say that Aries is Libra's perfect match. But sometimes with Aries, y'all cool though. No hate. No hate. I am single to Pringle. My birthday is November 20th. Oh, cute. November 20th. So your birthday recently passed. How was your birthday? What did you do? A beautiful face to feet. Thank you, the God. 257. Interesting. Those numbers came up earlier today. I am single. Do you believe mine, Jan? Do I believe what? Do I believe what? I haven't done much work today. That's what I'm saying, guys. I need to go back home. I was born. What's yours? I was born October 13th. It was great to spend time with my family, and we went to my grandpa's grave, and I hope he rests in peace. Aw, that's nice. It's always beautiful to visit the land where your ancestors lay. You know, I think that's a beautiful thing. I was actually talking to a woman earlier today about that, because she does a podcast, and we were talking about it, and she wants me to be on an episode of the podcast. And so, hey Sage, I will see you soon with my family, shall I don't know. And so in the podcast, she was basically asking about life. She asked me about if ego death, like, and I don't actually, okay, ego death, all this, it's 345 right now. Interesting. But interesting concept, blah blah blah. But what I spoke about in regard to that, thank you, Ronti. Thank you. The way you said no, it took my soul. I didn't say no. Well, you see me, we're from. I said I don't know. Zahara, I remember you, girl. I remember you. So, anyways, let me tell the story. What I was saying is that for me, maybe one of the moments of like awakening or big transition in my life came in 2020. Thank you, Curtis. Hi, Frank. Hi, Camilla. Right? No. Yeah. No. Kimaya? Kimaya. Okay. Thank you. Be safe, you too. So in 2020, I had moved to LA, and it was just an interesting time. It was an interesting time in life. Things were a lot of up and down, blah, blah, blah. And so at one point, I started dating this person. It was very short. Like, I wasn't even dating. Like, we had just started getting to know each other. And honey, it was not for me. And I started having these visions of like something happening to me. And you're the first person that said my name right, even though it's not hard to pronounce. Really, my best friend's name is Naya, but it's spelled, oh my gosh, Nya. Just Nya. Thank you, Kamaya. So I was talking to this guy. Things were going crazy. I was having these visions of like something happening. So this one day, after like I was almost ran off the road going to work, it was just so crazy and hectic. I went home and I decided to do this meditation. I sat on the ground in my room, and I turned on a guided meditation. It was on YouTube, and I can just see this whole day. Like this will forever be in my memory. So I'm sitting here, and during the meditation, at some point, she's like, now call in your spirit team, right? And I had never done this before. And so I was like, okay. So in my mind, I'm like, and I just see it, like it just happens. But one thing, so I saw these spirits and I felt like they're my ancestors, people who love me. They were behind me and holding my shoulder like this. And then at one point, there was a spirit that came right in front of me. And spirit doesn't have a body, right? So it's not a face I can see and recognize, but as soon as I knew who the spirit was, and the spirit was my mother. And what happened was, so my mother transitioned when I was 1.5, and my little sister was 3 months at the time. So I didn't grow up with my mom. I was raised by my dad. And during that meditation, like for years leading up to that, I kind of avoided speaking about her. I didn't want to talk about it. I didn't want people to ask me about it because it would make me cry. Like I would just be so emotional, and I would just, oh my gosh, I would cry. I was so tore up about it that I just didn't, I just had no ability to speak on this at all. So, but one thing that I would always like talk about to myself about this is like, man, I just wish my mother was able to see me as the woman I am today. I just wish she got to see me as a woman and not just as, the baby that she birthed, right? And so fast forward, now we're in this meditation. And I'm sitting here and I feel her spirit comes to me. And in this time in 2020, I didn't really even know what my mother looked like, really, because I had seen pictures of her, but I didn't have any personal pictures that I had on my own. And yeah, so I didn't know her face. I just knew how her spirit felt as soon as it came into the space. And mind you, my eyes are closed and I'm still in this meditation, and it's like she touched me, and I started to see things, right? And what I was seeing was me. I saw myself like going from when I was a child into being an adult. And the perspective was like from somebody who was like watching me. And it was like, in that moment, it was like, whoa. Like after that, it was like, after that day, I stopped believing that life was eternal. Like for me, that was the last time I would say I believed that, because there's a difference between believing and knowing. In that moment, I know that life is eternal. I know that life doesn't end when your spirit leaves your body. I know that everything is connected. I know that everything is connected. I know this to be fact. Like, this is not something I'm waiting on somebody to prove. Like, belief is something you think to be true, right? And you maybe have faith for it to be true. But no, when you know, like, I know my name. You don't say, okay, Captain Pat, you're gonna go, because I don't even know what language you're speaking, and that's kind of getting crazy. But yeah, like, I know my name. I don't have to say I believe my name is this, right? There's a difference between knowing and believing. So for me, honey, like that day changed my life. It just changed my life, and it just made, and I feel that knowing that life is eternal and knowing that I have that kind of love in my life, it's like a refreshing drink of water. Let me drink some water. And why it's so refreshing is because in life, I've always desired love, right? Like everybody desires to be loved and to love. And it was like, there was times all in all, before this day, I didn't realize that the kind of love that I desire, I was never going to get from anybody, any man, any woman, any person, right? Because the kind of love that I desire is the unconditional, full love that comes from God, that continues to come to me every single day. It's the kind of love that is like the air that gives me life. It's the kind of love that is unshakable, unbreakable. You know what I'm saying? And this kind of love I already possess, and I possess an abundance of it. And I get it every day from God and my angels, my ancestors, the people who love me, you know what I'm saying? So for me, now my perspective of relationships is so different. And it has been for like a couple of years now, but when I go into relationships, it's just so easy for me to love. You know, I would hear people say, "Oh, I don't say the L word because it's too, you know, I don't do that too often." I'm gonna tell you, I love you. I don't even care if it's been a week. I love you. You know what I'm saying? I love you. I'm in love. I already, when I arrive at your door, it's me. I'm already in love. Okay? So get ready for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not waiting for somebody to love me to love them. Like, I'm in love. I'm just so in love. I'm so in love. I'm so in love. I have too much love for me to hold into myself. I am blessed with so much love that all I have to do is give it. That's all I want to do. That's all I want to do. And that's is like the root of that is the root of unconditional love. You know, when people say in a relationship you should unconditional love, a lot of people don't know how to do that, right? When you love with conditions, I love this person because, right, or in spite. You shouldn't love people in spite of anything. You know, you love people because you just love. You just love. You just wake up and you just love. I'm in 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 love. I'm so in love. I'm so in love. And I love to love. And Even when I think back on past relationships, like, it doesn't matter how long or short the relationship was. To me, the time was always worth it. It's never like, oh, that was years of my life that was wasted. What else would you have been doing? It's a blessing to be able to share love with somebody, regardless of how long it lasts, because all love is gonna, every physical love or experience you have is going to end. At some point, we're all going to leave this earth. We are all going to die, quote, die, right? So it's like, no matter what, no matter if you get married to this person, no matter if the relationship lasts 30 years or 5 minutes. It doesn't matter when it ends. It doesn't matter how long it lasted. All that matters is you were there and you got to experience. That's it. That's it. Like, let's just love and be loved. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well. That, good question, play, whatever the rest of the name is. So that does not involve giving my body, right? My body is a temple. This is where I worship every day, is my body. So it's not that my body is available to you because I love you, right? I can love you and give you I-5, keep you at this far, you know what I'm saying? So in order to enter this temple, oh, it needs to be worth it, believe that. Do you remember me? I said, God bless you. Thank you, Aubrey. God bless you too. Fenner, I'm from Zimbabwe in South Africa. Where are you from? You're very beautiful, says Gennario. Thank you. So are you. When I hear the word die, I get scared of death. And that's why I said die, right? Because I do think in the past I used to be scared of death too, and it used to make me feel like I needed to rush relationships, especially thinking about my mother. Like, when my mother left this earth, she was not even 22. I don't think she was 22. And so leading up to that, and even after that, it almost felt like, ooh, I might be living, like my sister would always say, she feels like she's living on borrowed time, right? And like having an angst about possibly leaving this earth. So I just had to start looking at things from another perspective. And that's why even that experience that I shared with you about meditating and meeting my mom changed things so much, because death is just that, death, right? Like, it's not, it's air quotes. It's air quotes to me. I was recently listening to this woman, and she was talking about how she views death as freedom. Like, the soul is free, because when your soul enters a human body, now it's limited to do things only in a human way, right? But when your soul leaves this body, it becomes part of all that is. It can go back to being part of the air. It can take any shape, you know, it can do anything. So it's not anything to dread or be fearful of, because it's something that's going to happen, and it's not going to happen and have to be like painful and have to mean bad things. You know, I think it's just how you view it. So it's interesting because I am from Zimbabwe and South Africa, and so we have a lot of traditions and like ritual things that we do. Even when I went back home last year, at the end of last year, I stayed in South Africa, which you can watch my vlogs on that, and then I also went to Zimbabwe. And when I did, I went to my mother's grave for the first time in I went to my mother's grave for the first time in like maybe 14 years. And it was, why would you be nervous? I went there, and while we were there, I went with my grandmother, and she, like, when you go to the grave, she's telling me, you bring like a little bit of food. Like, even while we were there at the cemetery, we ended up having to fix a lot of things in her grave, but people in my culture often go to cemetery, and we'll sit and we'll have lunch, and we'll eat and drink and enjoy, and like you know, kind of like commune with the spirits, and not in a way of like, I don't know, it just feels normal. It's like once a spirit leaves the body, it's not the end of their relationship with their family, right? And that's the importance. Like when people say like venerating your ancestors, is just speaking the names of those who came before you, like being able to talk about your grandparents or your parents if they have passed, and being able to just speak, even just speaking about them, right? And that's why it felt so different for me when I was like younger, and I was even scared to talk about my mom. Like I didn't even want you to ask me. I would be, please don't ask, because I don't want to tell you. I don't want to tell you. Oh, well, first you think you know everything, so the conversation you want to say. Oh well. You know how deep the DNA is. DNA is deep. Oh. I want to go now. I can't. I'm feeling like I'll stay with myself. Brazil until Africa, the cosmos weave our fates today as we met across the digital sky. Shout out, I love you too. Nice Thummy Burger King. Whatever makes you feel good, you know? Yeah, T-Dat, but or Tay-Dat. DNA is very deep. It's just very important to know where you come from, you know, and like to be able to, I don't know, like it's deep. It's deep. And I take that very seriously. And that's to me what I think about marriage, right? Like people decide to get married for different reasons, but for me, when I think about marriage, I think about my lineage. I think about my bloodline. I think about the fact that in this union, I'm now joining my blood, my ancestors with this person's, right? And we are going to prayerfully create a seed of that love, right? That's going to start a new bloodline, you know? It's just, yeah, like it's serious business, you know. You threaded your eyebrows. I haven't gotten my eyebrows done in oh my gosh, it's been like since August of last year was the last time somebody threaded my eyebrows. And it was right before I went to South Africa, and I'm planning on my trip, blah blah blah. I went to this place that I hadn't been to in some years, and I went there because when I used to go, I liked the place and they did great stuff. And I went there, she did this. I walked out of there. I had to leave a bad, I'm going to leave a review. Okay. I'm somebody who's going to review the business. I had to leave a bad review. I said, look, y'all effed me up bad. Y'all effed me up bad. And they all knew too, because when the girl was doing them, and I sat up and I looked in the mirror, and I was like, the rest of the girls in the shop who were threading, they came over and they're like, okay, don't worry, we'll fix it for you. Before I even said anything, they're like, we'll fix it. I'm like, oh no, like y'all about to wipe my eyebrows off my head. I'm going to get out of here. D dots, the size matter. It depends what you're talking about. Some doors should be left closed. Can you say still and love one person? You fall in love too quick. It's not about falling in love. I don't fall in love. I'm already in love. You know what I'm saying? So it's easy for me to love. If the one person makes sense for me, then yes, I would be there. But if it doesn't make sense, then it's not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? So what's your spiritual beliefs like? Play says, let me guess, she doesn't believe in God. Sorry, I left my phone died. That's okay. Your phone became uncharged. What do you like in a man? Nice to meet you. So we'll talk about that. So my spiritual beliefs are that how do I describe this? I don't know. I do believe in God, if you're asking about God. But my God is kind of different. My God is everywhere, right? My God is omnipresent. I see God in the air that I breathe. I see God in the sun. I see God in every person I meet. I see God in myself. When I look in the mirror, I see God. I believe that I'm a powerful creator, and what I speak does come to pass. I believe in all that is, I believe that spirits are real, that I speak to my ancestors, I pray, I meditate. I believe in all of the powers of the world, like the moon and the sun, and how those affect my energy and the energy of the world around me. Um, I believe that God is love. When I think about God, I think about love. I believe in heaven. I believe that heaven is a state of mind and that it's easily accessible. I believe that I'm in heaven right now, that you don't have to wait for your spirit to leave your body before you enter a place of paradise and communion with the people you love. So, yeah, that's what I believe. When one person makes sense, then another person makes more sense. Then I go with the one that makes more sense. I can tell with that the way you was talking about souls. No, I haven't seen that. I'm glad you said that. What are you glad I said, Demetrius? Demetrius. People believe you need to die to go to heaven. I don't believe that either. Yeah, I don't believe that. And I think that's one way that religion kind of gyps people, like making you feel that you have to do all of these things and follow these quote rules because, and like it's so interesting because I like to learn, like I love to learn, especially from people who believe differently than me. So I'll go to church. I'll go to a mosque. Like if I'm invited into a temple, I will go. Right now I'm reading a book about the life of Buddha. And to me, I think it's just interesting because so many of these stories all tell the same story. Like all of these stories about these different people, be it Jesus, Muhammad, Buddha, Abraham, all of them. These stories are all kind of telling the same story. And so it's so interesting to me to just learn and hear how different people practice and believe. And it's just so beautiful to me. I don't feel that anyone should, even when I share my beliefs, like I'm not saying this because I want you to believe what I believe. In fact, it'd be boring if we all believed in the same thing. I like when someone has their own belief, like tell me what you believe. And just even hearing whatever you believe, it helps expand my mind. It might be things that I've never thought of and like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Or it might further validate why I believe what I believe and say, okay, I can see that. Okay, but this, and stick to what I believe. So, but one thing I remember, because at one point I had started going to this church again, and it was cool because at the time, like when I started going, life was kind of like this. And so I had went and it was cool. It was nice. It was lifting my spirit. And then after a while, they started getting into these messages of unworthiness and just talking about unworthiness. And I remember this one day, the pastor was like, oh, like, y'all be asking God to give you this and this, and then y'all out drinking and this, like, so do you think you're worthy? Like, you think you're worthy of what you're asking God for? And I was thinking, like, what are you even saying? saying? Like, what are you even saying right now? That's what I was like. And that was the last time they saw me in that church again, let me tell you, because if I'm going to a place of worship, this place better be lifting my spirit. Because if not, I'm not going to somewhere so you could put me down and tell me how I'm not worthy. And just saying like, oh, in order to be worthy of God's love, you need to not drink. You need to do this. You need to look. This is what I believe. Let me tell you right now. I was born to a beautiful woman, okay? I was born in love, right? I believe that before my spirit entered this body, I was with my creator. I was part of all that is. I was with my creator in quote heaven. Quote heaven. And then my spirit entered this body as a baby when I was born. Okay. So when I leave this earth, my spirit is going back to my creator, and not after I have to pass a test. Like I'm standing here and now I have to go to court after my soul leaves my body. And this quote, God is looking at me and saying, you remember when you were 18 and you did that? You snuck out of the house. You remember when you did that? Yeah, and you did that, and you did that. Okay, for all of these crimes you committed, all of these sins, you're now going to go to this place called hell. And you're going to sit there and burn. It's like, to me, it's interesting because you can believe whatever you want to believe. But to wake up every day and choose to believe that, you gotta be mad. you gotta, and no, but for real, like for me to wake up and choose to believe that I am serving this God who is just looking at me and waiting for me to make mistakes so he can whip me. Pew. You're doing bad. Pew, pew. You're going to hell. Pew, pew. I'm like, oh my God, I would never serve. If that's the God, if that's when you say God, if that's who you're referring to, oh honey, I do not believe in that. My God loves me. My God already knew what I was going to do before I got on this earth. So nothing I do is a surprise, right? And for me, even the idea of having to be like a good person, I'm not a good person because I'm trying to get to heaven. I'm a good person because it feels good to be good, right? Like if you have to do good because you're scared of being reprimanded, are you really being good? Are you really that good of a person, right? And so some people say, oh, religion makes people be good. If that's the only reason you're being good, you're not good. Like, you're not good. Like, let's be for real, you know? So, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know, the monks have the most peace inside of them. From what I could see, I could be wrong, right? Like, it's like, I think, and it's not even just monks, it's just people who have decided to believe a certain way and live their life according to their own beliefs. Like in this life, people are not going to agree with you. People are not going to agree with me. Like I said, like it doesn't even matter what I say. And I think, you know, this is just for me, whatever brings me peace. Like, you know, so you're spiritually enlightened. Thank you. I feel what you sense is the true essence of God. Right. Like, if God is part of all that is, God is a loving God. God is just nourishing you, wanting you to do good. And that's why, you know how there's like an emotional scale, right? And at the bottom is guilt. guilt and deep despair. And even above guilt is anger, right? So people who are angry are more emotionally advanced than people who are guilty, who feel guilty, like that self reprimanding energy of like, oh, I'm not good enough. This feeling of like lack of worth will really keep you in a place where it's hard for you to, I don't know, be enlightened, but like just to elevate yourself. When you are thinking about yourself in a negative way, no one around you will think about you positively. Like people are just a mirror of you. So if you go around feeling like, oh gosh, I'm ugly. Oh gosh, I'm stupid. People are going to see you and also think, gosh, they are not pretty. Gosh, they are not smart. Right? So I mean, you create the world you live in, really. Like, I don't live in the same world as anyone else. I don't live in the same world as anybody even on this chat. You feel me? Like, we have crossed paths, but our worlds are not the same, right? Our worlds are completely different. And so it's interesting when people talk about like good or bad and the evil in the world and good in the world, and like, oh, there's so much evil in the world or so much good. In my world, in my world, my world is good, right? I am surrounded by good people. I'm surrounded by love, love in abundance. Everywhere I go, the answer is yes. People are kind to me. People are generous. Like, I live in a world filled with love. That's what I'm telling you. I'm in heaven. I'm in heaven today. I'm in heaven today. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Demetrius, as always. Okay. I can see my soul with your soul together. And take your money. Literally. Please write a book. I have written a book. My book is called What is Good Hair? It's a science-based manual for taking care of textured hair. But more than that, it teaches you about loving yourself starting from your hair. And that's why the book is called What is Good Hair, right? Because Black people know, like, one thing we often hear a lot of is good hair and the comparison of hair to somebody else's hair, which is considered good. And in history, um a lot of things that were equated to good were what were like traits that came from white people, right? So if it resembled white in any way, it was good, right? In terms of complexion, in terms of hair, right? If your hair is straighter and less curly, good. So my book kind of just talks about dismantling your beliefs, right? And thinking about yourself and loving yourself as the way that you are, and realizing that what good hair is the hair that grows out of your head. What good skin is the skin that is on your body. You should never compare yourself to anybody outside of you. The only comparison you should ever make about you is a comparison of you today from you yesterday. Did you improve from yesterday? Are you getting healthier? Are you happier than yesterday, right? It's not what Janice is up to or what Daryl is doing next door. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Hi, Dawn. Hey, Ahmed. Thanks for joining. People are not kind to you. Are you kind to yourself? Are you kind to other people? Like, these are things you got to ask yourself. Where do I find it? My book is on Amazon. It's on Barnes & Noble, Target. You feel me? The book is called What is Good Hair by Tembegile Dube. Hold on. Hold on. 247. This is my book. What is Good Hair by Tembegile Dube. Yeah, this is me. I put my soul into this. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Like, you put your foot in that, put my foot in this. And I especially love the end. At the end, I say PS. Hey Naya, back again. So at the end, I say PS. And it's a letter. Kind of feeling nauseous. To all of the mothers, fathers, guardians, and beauticians, this is for you. Please, please, please be mindful of the words you use in regard to the locks arising from the heads of the precious little ones. Before they can form their own opinions of themselves and the world around them, they often adopt yours. Refrain from saying things like, oh my gosh, I hate doing his or her hair, or your hair is too thick, or anything else that insinuates the difficulty of maintaining hair like theirs, or worse yet, anything that might make them think that you don't like their hair. Statements like these affect young minds of children more than we realize. The ideas run through their minds and soon become things they unconsciously say to themselves. In order to instill more love in the hearts and minds of children, it is important to consider your rhetoric and tone in interactions with them. Speak loving phrases as you embark on styling their hair. And then I give you some suggestions. Your hair is beautiful. I am blessed with hands that are able to handle your hair. Doing your hair does not have to be painful. I have enough time to complete the style. You having thick hair means even more hair to love. And a bunch more, you know? And last one I put is, I'm grateful to spend this time with you. Helping children realize their beauty in youth allows for strong-minded and confident adults to blossom. As their guardians, you are their first teachers. Please gift them with affirmations so those seeds will take root as self-love in the future. Thank you for taking the time to learn about caring for their hair. I know they're in great hands. I hope this helps. With love, Tembegile Dube. I love this book, and it just makes me want to cry because even reading that, it's so funny to think that I wrote that. And I wrote this like 2.5, almost 3 years ago. And, you know, even saying those affirmations, it's like these weren't things that I heard as a child when people would do my hair. And it often made me, even from the very beginning, at the book, I said, I dedicate this book. This book is dedicated to myself, Tembegile Dube, for all the times you gazed in the mirror and questioned your beauty because of the condition of the plant on your head. I also dedicate this to any and everyone who needs more love. You got this. Special dedication to my beautiful mother, Sitabile Matwasa. I wouldn't be here without you. Literally. But even why I had to dedicate this book to myself was because for so long I didn't see the beauty that I held within myself. And people around me also didn't. They didn't, you know. And that comes from hearing things, right? And for me, I just love children so much, and I value them so much. Children are gems that have to be taken care of. And even in this, I'm telling you, like, take care of the kids. Speak to them with love, because the kids will become adults, right? And when you have a loveless childhood, you end up sometimes having a loveless adulthood unless you can manage to do the work that needs to be done to change that for yourself. But a lot of that can be aided by being around people who love you and care for you as the unique being that you are, you know. I don't know, but this is my book, What is Good Hair, by me, Tembegile Dube. Please do good when people do good when they want to. They don't do good to get heaven, because heaven is not guaranteed. No one has strong enough faith to know if it's real or not. Well, Ahmad, I wouldn't say no one. Maybe no one you know. I have faith. I don't know that heaven exists. I know that heaven exists. I don't believe that heaven exists. And I'm in heaven right now. And plenty of people I know do good because they want to do good. And they're in heaven right now, so there's no need to, you know, you will read. Thank you. You're too deep. Thank you. Please read this masterpiece. Your soul is beautiful. Thank you. Is it possible to sit with you for a whole day? I don't know. Don't know, guys. Well, I was supposed to make an audiobook for this, and I never did. But I definitely want to. I'm gonna try to do that before I leave. the state and come back home. I think that's the quote that I want them to use. Just listen to you from there. Maybe one day. All right, guys. I'm probably gonna leave here in 8 minutes. Well, is it 8 minutes? 6 minutes. So I can finish up with this laundry and also be serious. I have some stuff I have to do today. I have some stuff I should do. You too. Amar Deep. Do you guys have iPhones? Did you guys do that new update? I did it last night. I have been delaying for a while and it kind of just popped up and did it by itself last night. What do you guys think? The only thing I'm thinking about is the picture, the photos album thing, the photos app. I like how it was kind of before, but I guess you have to adapt to change. You know what I'm saying? I said a lot. I said a lot of things right there. And I meant it. Oh, I meant it. I will follow you, don't worry. Thank you. Would you mind answering a question for me, says Adam. What's the question? What's your name then? What are your thoughts on the religion of Islam? I think Islam is very beautiful. I do think Islam is very beautiful. I think in their like rituals and the things that they practice, like one practice I also partake in is Ramadan. I've been doing Ramadan for the past 6 years, and I think it's beautiful, like the intention behind it too, in seeing that. For me, when I do Ramadan, it reminds me of the strength that my body has. And it makes me realize that, you know, sometimes I don't realize how strong my body is. And being able to go all day without food or water, you know, just shows like, dang, like this body is a masterpiece. So different things like that. Like I said, for me personally, I would never like subscribe to any whole religion and be like, because there's also things that I don't think I need in that, but I'm interested in it, you know. I'm interested in a lot of different religions. I think they're all pretty interesting and they have different things that are meaningful and useful to me. I even like the idea of like how they say pray 5 times and praying towards a certain direction. Like that's interesting to me. Not that I do that. I pray probably twice a day, at the start of my day and at the end of the day. But you know, whatever makes you feel good. But one thing that I know why I like Islam is because when I first got into Islam, I started learning about it from the Nation of Islam, which is different than, you know, traditional Islam. But I just know that every time I walked into a mosque, I felt so safe, you know, because they have the Nation of Islam, or the FOI, which are kind of like soldiers in there. And the way that those men talk about Black women is like divine, you know. It was just like, and one of the memories I remember is we started learning about Islam when I was probably like 9. And my sister and I would go with my dad. And of course, when we started going, didn't want to go. I'm like, I don't know about this Islam stuff. Like, what is this? And fall asleep in there, wasn't listening to what they would be talking about. But when we'd leave, they had, they would sell stuff, CDs, newspapers, blah, blah, blah. And so my dad is a talker like me. And he'd be talking to the people. And so me and my sister would be like, can we just go to the car? And I remember this day he wanted to stay and keep buying stuff, but we wanted to go to the car. So he said, okay, y'all can go out there. But the people, like, in the nation, like, they don't like for women to walk alone. So even when we were about to leave, they're like, oh, so you guys are about to leave? And we were like, yeah, it was just me and my sister, because my dad was still there. And they're like, he called somebody, some brother from the back came up there and walked us. He was like, oh, take these ladies to the car. And he walked us to the car, waited until we got in, and then went back. And it's just a place that I've always felt so safe and valued as the woman that I am. So that's what I have to say about Islam. Get to know you more. Man, how can I say I'm bored without saying I'm bored? Can't find you. It's possible for you to type it in the comments box. What? You can't find what? Are you talking about my Instagram? My Instagram is also linked on my YouTube here, but people say it's not, like, linked correctly. My Instagram name is the same name I have on YouTube, 4CT, FOURCTEE, 4CT. That's my Instagram. If you're looking for it, that's it. Let's see. That's all I got for y'all guys. So it's been great hanging out with you guys. It is now Wednesday, December 11th, 4:32 p.m. I got you so bad, Shawty. Thank you. I appreciate that. I love the love. I hope you guys are feeling loved too today. I hope you got something great from this. If anything, just a little, just a little fun hanging out. Sometimes it's fun to hang out. So, love you guys so much. Make sure you watch my other videos, and I'll be live again. Ooh, I won't be live this weekend at all. I'm usually live on Fridays, Mondays. No, I'm usually live Fridays, Sundays, and Wednesdays. But this weekend I have a training, a 3-day training from Friday to Sunday. So I won't be available again until maybe Monday. But I might surprise you guys and join tomorrow. It depends, because remember I was supposed to go to the studio to record this meditation, and then I didn't end up doing that. So I might do that tomorrow. I'll keep you guys posted on that. I mean, if you see me on here, then you see me on here. But in the meantime, make sure you check out My Name Starts with N. Okay, cool. N. I guess I can call you N. And yeah, so let's say a prayer, guys. I wonder what time it is for you guys. It's 4 in the afternoon, so it's about to be evening. So God, Spirit, angels, ancestors, thank you so much for this time that we have spent together. Thank you for awakening us today and blessing us with the light of life. Thank you for the air that fills our lungs. Thank you for these devices that we get to use to connect to people all over the world. I pray that as we venture into this evening, that we have a beautiful, restful sleep, that our dreams are filled with love and possibility, that we are able to see the window of opportunity that is there for us, and that we are able to make our way gently on the path of ease towards wherever our heart desires. I pray that life continues to get sweeter and sweeter for everyone here. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay. All right. Love you guys. Peace out. Thanks for watching, and I do really pray that you guys are so blessed and that you too reach heaven in this lifetime. Peace and love.